Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to quickly restore this old multi-tool. So whenever you find one of your old multi-tools after a few years somewhere in a drawer, there are some things that you can quickly do to get it back up and running. And this is what I do for mine. First of all is lubricate everything. Usually some of the tools are quite sticky and hard to open. Whenever you find it after a long time, like this one, I think this is a saw, I can't even get it open. And so for this I use this stuff. It's called Super Lube. It comes in quite a nice, not a syringe, but a very nice applicator, and it's a silicone lube with Teflon inside. And so this is quite long lasting, I found, because even after it dries up, the Teflon stuff still remains, and it helps quite a lot. While you're greasing your tool up, what you can also do is, the reason why they also might be stuck next to not being greased up is if there's crud in between all those little things. And there's no reason to, not go to the bathroom and get hold of the old dental floss and just, pull it through. I mean, what's better to do this, right? This is exactly what you use it for. And so you can also use it to clean out the little tiny spaces in your multi-tool. Then, after you've freed up all your tools and you can access to everything, it's on to restoring the stuff. Just take a look at all of those little tiny tools and see what you can do. I use for that my DMT handstones. They are very nice, to get into this. And just open every tool after another and see if you can touch it up. Like if there's a knife, this one is pretty sharp. I already saw that because I haven't really used it after I sharpened it the last time. But there are some other tools, like I think this one has like a scraper or something. Stuff that maybe you don't really use it, but maybe the reason why I don't use it because it wasn't ever sharpened to begin with. A lot of these multi-tools are, they still work, but they're not like the best quality. And it's like a little scraper or a fish scaler. And there's no harm in putting it on a stone and touching it up a little bit. Even stuff like this can opener. There's no reason. You can see this is like the standard can openers that are on all these multi-tools. And the way they work, they hook into the bottom. And then this one, can kind of see it. It has actually a cutting edge. Like this is sharpened. It is not sharp, but it has a very steep bevel on it. And why not sharpen it all the way? Because if you have to use these in a pinch, they are not that great to use. So why not sharpen it up to give you an easier time if you're out and about and you rely on using this as your actual can opener. Here you can see the bevel now pretty clearly. It has one on this side and it's also beveled on this side. There's no reason not to touch it up a little bit, make your life easier. And as a last thing, you can check all of the screws, because maybe the reason you put it away and you forgot about it for the last 5 years is because something was annoying you about it. It was maybe opening too easily or it was opening too hard. And you can take a little tiny screwdriver. You don't need to buy a good one. You can get the cheap ones. They will have all the little Torx bits that you need to open one of these. And you can just check the screw tension. Like for example, this was like insanely easy to open. Probably a good thing to retighten them. Check every little thing, because if you're out in the field, you probably won't have access to, 4mm Torx, and so, pretty good to check this beforehand. And that was it. Just a few minutes of work with one of these. Thank you for watching. If you learned something really interesting, consider subscribing and giving the video a like, and then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.